In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make delicious Ogbono soup. Hello, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cook delicious Ogbono soup. Ogbono soup is just like okra soup, but with a slight difference. And this is a very delicious soup and it's so easy to make. So keep watching. Please don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up after watching, and please do not forget to share. Alright, so to start with, you want to start by cooking your meat, and I'm using a mix of goat's meat and beef ribs. So you can use any protein of your choice. Alright, so to season my meat, I've only added some salt, seasoning cube, and some hot paprika. These are the only thing to season your meat when making ogbono, because this is how we were taught right from day one. Alright, so you want to cover the meat and allow this steam in its own juice. You just need the meat to release their own juice for at least 10 to 12 minutes. And after 10 minutes of steaming the meat, we are going to stir this. And steaming your meat before adding water will ensure that the meat release their juice and the spices that you added to your meat will infuse well into the meat. Alright, so now stir and add water, and we are going to stir this again. Then cover and allow this to cook until the meat is about 85 to 90% cooked. And while the meat is cooking, here we have our already grinded ogbono. This has been grinded, and you don't need to add water to grind your ogbono. Ogbono comes in seed. They are very wide in seed. So to grind it, you need a grinder to grind it, and not a blender, not your liquid blender. You need a grinder. All right, so after grinding, this is how it looks. And to loosen this, you are going to add some palm oil. And for the oil, you're just going to add gradually so you don't add too much to it. So ogbono soup, you don't need too much oil. And after adding the palm oil, just mix, and I've gone in with some paprika, and this is to ensure that the meat has some pepper in it, and also the ogbono has its own pepper. All right, so now we will microwave that. You can put this on top your heat or on top the pot in which you're cooking your meat, to dissolve this ogbono. And after melting this is how it looks: smooth and kind of creamy, just like this. It should be exactly like this after melting. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside, and now back to the meat. The meat is about 85% cooked, so I'm gonna add other protein to it. So I have some alligator fish, and also we have some dried fish. You want to clean them nicely and then add it to the pot and stir this well. So when it comes to ogbono, you need a lot of water to cook your meat, and this is because we are going to need the water for later use, because for the ogbono, you don't know if it's going to be very thick, slimy, or light, slimy. So you need to have hot water beside you. So for this reason, just add water, enough water to your meat, and cook. Alright, so after adding the fish, I added the water, stir and cover to cook for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I will scoop out the meat. And the reason for this is because we need space, to loosen the ogbono. You are going to whisk the ogbono. So to whisk the ogbono, to be able to loosen it, you will need space in your pot. So this is the reason you need to scoop out the meat as well as some water from the pot. And once we're done scooping out the meat and some of the water, I went in with some locust beans for that local taste and flavor. And then I went in with the melted ogbono. And now you want to grab a wooden spoon and whisk this. You need to whisk this. That's the reason you need to remove the meat for you to have space to whisk the ogbono. Whisking will ensure that this is well loosened up, smooth, and without any kind of rough cutting, this will be very, very slimy too. It will infuse more sliminess into the ogbono. All right, so once you're sure that this is well smooth and fine, you're going to go ahead and add more water if it's very, very thick. So if the ogbono is thick, because we have so many different types of ogbono, and some of them in which you will add to your pot and they will become very, very, light in texture. So this one is very, very thick and slimy. So I've added water. I went in with more pepper, and for extra taste, I added crayfish and seasoning, crayfish powder. So, and also the liquid I added is from the meat, which is the hot stock we got from the meat. All right, so after you add the crayfish, the seasoning, the pepper, and the water, just whisk again until they incorporate nicely with the soup. And now go ahead and add your meat. Add any other fish that you want to add. I added some smoked mackerel, and now I will stir well to combine. Then allow this to cook on medium-high heat for 15 minutes. Ogbono has this irresistible aroma, and to achieve that aroma, that flavor, that taste, you need to cook this very well on high heat for that 15 minutes, because you need the pot to burn. So if the pot burn, it will infuse that aroma, that flavor, that scent into the soup. So after 15 minutes, I've gone in with some spinach. If you're going to be adding spinach, just add. But if you're not going to be adding, just allow it to cook for 20 minutes. So after adding the spinach, I will allow it simmer again for extra 5 more minutes. And after 5 more minutes, this is it. And to be sure that this is very well cooked, it should have this coats, like coated something on the top of the soup, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And then make sure the pot is burned. Make sure the bottom of the pot is burnt. You have that burnt bottom pot, and make sure this is just giving you all the smoky, flavor. And once that is done, then it's ready. And right now, all that is left is for you to enjoy this with some pounded yam, semo, gari fufu, and this is so delicious and very flavorful. The aroma is heavenly. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, and leave me a comment. See you guys in my next video. Enjoy.